Good day, everyone. Welcome to another episode of
Mom and Son Podcast. This is Rose Fres Fausto, the mom, also known as FQ Mom.
And Anton Fausto, the son. We'd like to greet everybody in advance. Happy
Valentine's Day.
So this month is the month of love. That's why today we'll be talking about expressing love or how you can do your Valentine's. Of course, the high FQ way.
Ibig sabihin, hindi masyadong magastos. Hindi butas, butas bulsa.
Butas wallet. Yeah, because it's very common that this is besides birthdays or Christmas anniversaries, this would be the occasion wherein people really spend a lot to express their love and to show their appreciation. Specifically to their significant other.
Yes, and you know the economic model of the supply and demand. When the demand is high, the price goes up. So the prices of roses,
halata talaga from the
dinner
flowers,
dates, grabe.
Yeah, it's very...
Not to mention traffic.
Very capitalist.
Yep, very capitalist. So, what we're going to discuss today is expressing love the high FQ way.
Okay, so what we're talking about today, expressing love the high FQ way. You've written some stuff about this already before, and I think these lessons are something applicable to people in relationships or people, anyone in general, no matter what age you are.
Yeah, especially rin for the younger ones, no? Especially pag students pa lang, and sometimes nakakaubusan siguro ng allowance.
Yeah, there's this pressure din kasi when it's Valentine's time na you need to spend to show your appreciation. If you don't spend big, it means na you don't love them as much, or baka we have that notion na the amount of money spent equates to the amount of love you have for someone. But there are always different ways to show your appreciation and love for someone that doesn't just involve money.
Okay. Sa school ba nun? Naalala mo pa ba? Di ba, syempre uso-uso yun, no? May pressure nga rin for girls kung may natanggap kang roses.
What's your take muna on the gift giving? Is it just the guy's job, or do you in your time did you expect?
Syempre kung nililigawan ka, it's really the guy's job.
Guy lang.
Okay. Yes, guy lang. Tapos, kung type mo, edi medyo feel mo yung paghawak ng rose.
But then when you were in a relationship na two-way, would you give also?
Yes, I did. I gave din naman.
Okay. Because in high school, I would remember, medyo same. If it's legal stage, it's the guy giving. But then, the thing din kasi in high school, we just relied on our allowance.
Yes.
We didn't really earn that much money. So I don't really understand how I had other friends buying these big gifts, buying these very expensive things. I just had my allowance. So I had to get creative.
Baka they used their savings or they asked money from their mom. Depende. If the mom approves of the girl, the mom would be generous enough. Kung di niya type, di niya
pwede rin. I just didn't ask na lang.
Oh, naman.
So yeah,
I wouldn't give you kahit na type ko, no?
We had to be creative. Doon kaya nauso yung mga, like in prom posters, the use of the illustration board. The use of the illustration board is very high school for me. I think high school was the last time I bought an illustration board. Usually, then you put mga messages there, you put mga letters or whatever.
Talking about promposal, recently, a few weeks ago, I read a directive from Ateneo reminding the boys not to do an overkill.
I disagree with this.
Oh, really? Hindi. Pero ngayon, sumasobra na.
Sobra naman kasi. But then what they're promoting, syempre, if you want to... if you make a statement that big, a public announcement that you don't make a big deal, syempre, even the ones that I would consider as, honestly, authentically good big gestures are gonna be frowned upon na, even if they're not excessive. I'm sure naman what they're trying to weed out would be the excessive gestures. But then
the expensive ones,
excessive ones. But then the big ones, like what I did a lot of times. Like I did it for my proposal, and my friends and I, my teammates and I did this for a lot of
Oh yeah, I wrote about that.
We would dance for them.
And then you wrote about that, tama ba?
I'm not sure. Anyway,
sige, hanapin nyo sa author archive ko.
We would dance for someone parang, we'll be 4 or 5 people, then we're gonna play music, then we're gonna dance, and then he's gonna have a sign or a rose or something. Those things, I'm worried lang that the generation of high school students now won't be allowed to do those things. Syempre, I don't think that you should like have a big time, you're gonna stop classes, you're gonna, yung big romantic gesture for a proposal. Hindi naman siya wedding proposal. But, I think that it might be limiting the creativity of students to express this, type of affection. Baka they might think na, bawal na to have this big gesture, I'm just gonna buy a gift na lang.
That's what you're afraid of.
Yeah, there are two ways naman. Syempre, you don't also go excessive. I remember nga one of the proposals I forgot one of the two that I participated in was in my teammates. What he did was he rented out Erwin, but it was the ano lang. He rented the at the time it was 700 pesos lang an hour. House lights lang ganun.
Okay.
It's the same rate if you rent it for technical dressers or something. I know, cheaper pa nga kasi there's no lights masyado or whatever.
Okay.
You just rented the space.
Okay.
So she was in the audience with like her friend or two of her friends and then we danced it. Pero ito sa nagang, we just had Bluetooth speakers. We just danced it on the stage na walang lights or whatever.
Naman.
But those type of stuff, like that you don't have those type of experiences naman kasi regularly. And they're great experiences and memories I would remember and cherish up to today. So yun nga, I'm just worried that baka masyadong
ma-curtail.
Yeah, it's like how breakdancing is not allowed anymore in grade school.
It's
yung
not?
Ganun, yeah.
Okay. Natawa lang ako.
I'm thinking, might as well not allow all sports na, diba? If you don't want your students to get injured.
Natawa lang ako kasi sabi, remember, you are just asking a friend to go to prom, not asking her to marry you.
Yeah, but it's practice na. Anyway, so moving on to our topic of expressing love the high FQ way. Oma, can you please, you are the expert on this.
When I say kasi the high FQ way, it's also very relative pa rin, ano? When you say high FQ kasi, how much can you really afford comfortably such that you do not sacrifice your ability to be able to pay for the more important needs in your life, 'di ba? Kung bibili ka ng roses, 1 dozen, kung ilang libo yun, tapos that's pala your entire savings na if you're a student, parang mali yata yun.
Sayang naman.
So that's not high FQ. So,
yeah, and it also the way someone gives, the way a boyfriend or a girlfriend would give gifts to the significant other is already a preview then kasi of how they would be in the future, how their spending is like in the future.
So, in fact, that's already a good clue for you, ano? So, if you, syempre, kung babae ka, tuntua ka, you received a dozen, lalo na kung student ka lang, tas thousands of pesos worth yung roses mo, parang feeling pretty ka, no? But then, kung alam mo na yun na yung entire savings niya, medyo nakakabahan ka.
That's not that wise.
Yeah, he's not a prudent padre de familia. Pwede siyang, kung meron siyang gustong bilhin, kahit na luxury lang, ubusin niya lahat yung savings mo, no? And then, if you're a guy naman.
Okay.
If you will, what do you think of that? Kung ganyan ka, masyado kang galante na di mo naman masyadong afford, pero bigay ka ng bigay. What kind of girls naman are you attracting, di ba?
Well, what's the term for that?
Oh, we call it...
Then we call it sometimes gold digger. But then that's so intense naman. Parang hindi... that's like a very, probably like the very
extreme.
Basic, yeah, that's the extreme version na.
During our time, there's this term, it's Bilmoko.
Bilmoko.
Bilmoko girl means...
Do you know who made that? Or it was
a
TV show?
Commercial ba yun? Basta,
okay.
In fact, yung ano yan naging one of the mothers of Vic Soto's children.
Okay.
Yung I forget her name. Kasi yung commercial nun, Bill Moco niyan, Bill Moco nun. Ha? Yung ganyan. So, parang naging shortcut na Billy Moco, Bill Moco. So, when you're tagged as a Bill Moco girl, ikaw yung mahilig sa sugar daddy effect.
Okay.
So, ganun yun. So, you don't want to attract that kind of girls din, di ba?
And you don't want to be that type of guy to...
Para ka namang batang sugar daddy.
Promote it. Yeah. Sugar... boyfriend.
Sugar boyfriend. Ang labo naman nun.
Yeah, but then we're not we're not saying that you shouldn't buy gifts, that you shouldn't spend.
Yep.
You have to understand lang what are your values when it comes to how you spend your money. Kasi it all boils down naman to what you value when it comes to what you spend your money on. Because there are people who, let's say for a Valentine's gift, it's very important for the girl na there are the flowers, the traditional ones. Gusto niya, edi gusto niya. But then there are others na mas gusto niya na, okay, let's spend on food or let's spend on an experience. Diba?
Yes.
There are different love languages and there are actually 5.
And that's why it's very important for you to know each other's love languages. Sige nga, let's go through the 5.
Okay, this is according to best-selling author Gary Chapman, and he popularized these 5 love languages. The first one would be words of affirmation.
Oh, so what do you mean by that, Anton?
The communication of the love and praise na hindi lang siya feedback.
Parang
of
gusto niyang nasasabihan na bawat asawa mo, you're a very good provider, sasabihin mo ganyan, siguro, no?
That constant reassurance.
That is what his wiring really seeks out for, that kind of affirmation from the people he loves. So the other kind naman of love language is the love of quality time.
Okay.
So ito naman, it's more of the undivided attention, di ba? Para bang if you're physically together,
you remind each other.
Para siguro maraming babae yan ang gusto rin nila.
Quality time.
Yung love of quality time.
But I also know of relationships that they like na they're just together. They're working but then they're together. Even if they're not really talking.
Yes.
Or doing an activity together. Parang the presence of that other person. That kind of relates to the difference, I think, of living with your family pa compared to if you move out and live alone. Kasi example, here, I think your Marty experienced this. He moved out for a while.
Yes.
But then even if we're in the same house now, we don't really talk.
Yeah.
But then we know that there's someone in the room or we kind of pass by them in the morning. We don't really talk, but then that
togetherness
presence,
pa rin, ano? Parang
that
may
has
togetherness pa rin.
Third one would be acts of service. I think this is very papa.
Talaga? What do you notice?
So this is when you do render services for them, diba? Like they're the ones who's gonna.
What do you mean? He likes to give that, or he likes to accept to receive that?
Well, I think everybody likes to accept those.
He likes to give that.
He likes to give those. Yeah. He's the one who's gonna cut the meat for you. If
bake the bread
if there's a problem with your whatever, he's gonna or if you need to buy something, he's game to go with you and buy that for you. Very maasikaso.
Yeah.
I think it's a very father thing also.
And even for moms, kasi marami ako mga nababalitaan na kung minsan all the wife wanted to hear was, okay, I'm gonna help you do the dishes. Parang ganon. So, meron din silang
we never have that. We never face that.
Pangangailangan ng acts of service from the husband. Kasi di ba may pagka-lopsided when it comes to household chores, expected na yung babae yung in charge.
Okay.
Tapos, so it's when a husband would now give that freely, voluntarily. Parang, for some women, especially those whose love language is acts of service nga, that's such a big thing for them.
There has to be that understanding and you should be able to really know what your partner, wow, love advice, love expert, what your partner wants. Kasi I know naman that traditionally, fathers are the providers. So parang providers. So that's their role, diba? They earn money so that to sustain the livelihood of the family. But then there are other things on top of that then that would really make a big difference also.
Yeah.
Yung preparing breakfast or those acts that
small things
that would serve as their love language.
Okay, the number 4 is physical touch. Alam mo yon kasi
these are the very magambing people.
Yes. Alam mo, I just thought about this now. When I was young kasi may pagka-arte-arte ako prudity. Yung dalagang Pilipina ba?
Okay. Wait, please explain that now.
Dalagang Pilipina.
Because I think there is a new definition.
Maarte kami noon kami nila Tita Iska yung kahit birthday. Hindi kami papakiss sa guys. May mga ganang ka-arte.
What do you mean? As in boyfriend?
Hindi yung happy birthday. Happy birthday, ganyan lang.
Kiss? As in lips?
Hindi naman, syempre sa cheek. Sobra ka naman.
Wait, it's a thing before that if it's your birthday, you get kissed on the cheek?
Yeah, di ba? Happy birthday. Di ba? Beso.
Well,
That's what I meant.
Okay,
Beso.
no, but then now we do that even if it's not your birthday. It's saying hi or bye.
I know. That's why I'm saying.
You don't beso?
Pag lalaki, parang wag kang papakis, saka wag kang papatouch.
You don't beso guys? Before when you were like my age?
When I was in college, yes. Until I was in college.
Beso?
So this is the story nga.
Shake hands?
Na,
Bow?
So, parang maarte na yung parang hindi ka talaga magpapatouch.
Okay.
That's why nga, nagugulat ako. Di ba, nasa beach kayo, kung makaakbay, hindi mo sasabi niya noon.
Really?
Aakbayan mo, hindi mo naman kaibigan. Pwede ka lang.
Ba't mo akbayan yung hindi mo kilala?
Kaibigan, hindi mo boyfriend, I meant.
Okay.
Bawa, di ba ngayon?
Picture, ganon.
Exactly. So, ganyan na ngayon, di ba? So,
but yung picture, weird.
para kung siguro, may pagka-arte nga.
Okay.
So, admittedly, may pagka-arte. And then, when I was out of that mga hang-up ko, I realized that physical touch is one of my love languages. Pala.
Okay.
Pala. So, parang ako, I like it ka. When Papa would, di ba? That's why he always caresses me on my arm, yung mga ganyan-ganyan. So, I realized na, kumbaga kasi, syempre, nung panahon namin, maybe it was also me, na gusto ko rin yung, I really wanted to be careful. I really wanted not to get married too early. I really wanted to be pure, etc., etc. May ganong effect ang mother.
Okay. But wow, so wait, when you say hi to your friends, do you shake hands or do you just bow or wave and smile?
Ayun. Basta walang In fact, dati, pag nakikipag-date ako, syempre, when we say date in the Philippine setting, you just go out, have dinner, go to the disco. Hindi talaga normally ako mapapahawa.
So you don't dance with people?
Ay, hindi. Syempre, pag dance.
Swing.
Pwede na yun. Pero yung, alam mo yung naglalakad ka, na dapat medyo careful pag, syempre, di ba, if cross kayo na sila, medyo konti lang. Pero hindi pwede yung hawakan na lang, ganyanin ka na. Arte the mother.
Very interesting. Well, times are different now.
Yes. And I am different now.
Yeah,
I am so touchy now.
Yeah. When I was in high school, there was this unwritten rule that if you, depending on the school of the girl, iba yung pag-greet mo. All I know is if the girl is from Ika, they don't beso.
Oh, so baka nandun,
No, but in college that changed na. Like my friends who were, I remember I joke about it when I had friends from Ika that back in high school we see each other. Hello, okay. And then when we became teammates in college, when we became, blockmates or
joke.
Beso na parang no. Kasi before I would have that in the back of my head okay, different culture. Ibang Okay, anyway.
Okay, so that's a new discovery for you about your mother.
Okay, the fifth love language would be gifts. And this is where we tie it up. Kasi we were talking about how you're not supposed to spend so much if you can't afford. But there are people na they feel the love the most. That's really how they express it.
Example of such people is
Sino?
You.
Yeah.
Yeah, you. Among all five of us, you're the one yata with the strongest love language is gift, no?
Yeah. But then I think it's kind of changing also, especially because now I think I try to budget my money with all the other things I have in life. So yeah, but then I make sure that for Christmas, for at least us five, may gift. I think kasi that's something concrete and it's something that lasts. It's not
tangible kasi.
It's tangible. It's something that lasts. If it's a
easy
shirt,
to understand.
The clothes that Kim Marty has given me, diba? Or the gifts of sinadi ko, especially if I get to really use it a lot. I remember them every time I use it. And since
you feel their love.
Yeah, since I love receiving gifts.
You also do. I remember when you were younger, kasi sometimes, diba, it's just one son traveling or basta in the grocery with us. Whenever you would like to buy something for yourself, among the three of you would always say, I'll also get for Kuya Marty and Dikong.
Yeah, when I'd buy chips for myself, I make sure I get for
yung mga ganon. It's because that's the way
also.
you express your love. Okay, so now, paano mo ngayong gagawing high FQ ang pag-express mo ng love?
You have to know what your values are and know
the love language.
Which love language you personally have strongest, because I think it's not one or the other naman eh. I like all. I like words of affirmation, love of quality time, acts of service, physical touch, gifts. But then You have to know which one is the person more...
So, ikaw, among the 5, saan ka malakas?
Ooh, I'm not sure actually.
Gifts ka?
Probably gifts.
Yeah.
And words of affirmation.
Okay.
I like all I can't really...
Yes. You cannot rank.
I can't really rank.
Pero ako siguro malakas sa akin yung the love of quality time. And then yung ang new discovery ko, which is the physical touch pala.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And then of course, like you, I also like
which one of these you possess and which one your partner has strongly.
Yeah,
so that you can you wanna
express accordingly.
Yeah, express accordingly and be sulit and make the most out of the money that we spend.
Oo, sige, mag-ano nga tayo, mag-rundown nga tayo kung ano yung mga pwede natin i-suggest sa kanila based on what we've seen in the past na
gifts?
Yung mga gifts na yan.
Okay.
Okay, you know what comes to mind right now? Nung bata pa kami, si Tito Jojo, my one and only favorite brother. So he was our youngest. And I think he was still on allowance at the time. Ang girlfriend niya, sobrang maggarbo. What do you call that? Sobrang siya, expensive gift giver, the girlfriend. Eh, syempre siya, anak ng Ilocano, no? You know what he did? He recorded on cassette tape lahat ng favorite songs ng girlfriend.
And this one, you have to wait for it pa sa radio.
Oo, sa radio. Tsak, igaganyan mo yung 2 buttons.
You record it.
Oo, so it was super labor of love.
Yeah.
Ang dami volumes, cassette tapes.
More than one.
Oh yeah, madami.
Oh, wow.
That one, it really made a mark on me na, uy, okay to And it was so appreciated by the girlfriend.
You can also cook.
Yeah?
I think Digong's done that. Cook for someone. I think I've done that once. Yeah, cook for someone. You can make a song or a rap.
Yeah.
Or...
Ako, I've written a poem for Papa.
Oh, yeah. More than once na.
Yeah, more than once. One early on in our marriage, tapos yung on the 20th, I also wrote a poem for him. Ikaw, have you written a rap for somebody you love?
I'm pretty sure I've written a rap. And it's masarap.
Tapos kung ma-artsy-fartsy ka, I remember si Kuya Martin nun, he received parang carton box ba of cereal yon.
Okay.
Tapos sobrang ang ganda, intricate design na ginawa.
Yung cardboard box ng cereals?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If I'm not mistaken, parang cereals yan
So yeah, there are many very creative ways to show your love.
Oh, pero can I just add, to me, the most important is the letter.
That's your... okay.
Yeah. Letter. Something written, expressing. Sarap-sarap nun. I keep those nga in my orange happy box.
And you read them?
Once in a while, I still do. Pag halimbawa, kailangan mo ng mood upper.
Tank.
Yeah.
Gets.
Punta ka doon. Parang gawin mo siyang tambiolo. Kuha ka ng isang letter. Nandun ba yung mga letters niyo sa akin when you were very young?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So, you can choose. You can come up with your own creative ways to express your love the high FQ way.
And be very sulit and make the most out of the money we're spending. So you know na rin where to spend it on.
Yes. So can you say the love languages again?
Again,
for
we have first
listeners?
words of affirmation. Number 2, the love of quality time. 3, acts of service. 4, physical touch. And 5, gifts.
Okay.
And with that, we want to greet everybody a happy Valentine's
Day.
Hope you guys enjoyed the high FQ. Bye, guys.
Bye.
The Mom and Son podcast airs every Tuesday, 7 a.m. and can be streamed on Spotify, Apple iTunes, Google Podcasts, Buzzsprout.com, and YouTube. Just search Mom and Son podcast for your weekly dose of family, finance, passions, and everything in between. Leave a comment so other listeners may find this podcast. If you have any questions or suggested topics, email us at antonfausto@gmail.com.